31 County.
I copy 31.
Turning on a speeder that just flew by me.
Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is a certified classic and absolutely an all-time banger racing game. In my opinion, it's one of the best Need for Speed games, hands down, and I think it doesn't get the respect it deserves. This is a game that I spent countless childhood hours on, growing up playing on the PS2. Yes, this is absolutely a nostalgia wank video, and I don't give a damn if you don't like it. I miss old school, classic, arcade racers that are just about driving and don't have some gay story or obnoxious announcer or are trying too hard to be something other than a cool racing game. So I decided to go back and play this game so I can share why I like it so much and what makes it special to me. The game is over 20 years old, having come out in 2002. I'm playing the emulation of the PS2 version because the PS2 is goated. This game still looks surprisingly good. The car models are awesome and just have a ton of detail, but the detail doesn't just extend to the cars. There's detailed smoke textures, water physics when you drive through a puddle. Your car gets physically damaged as you race. You'll even see sparks flying when you're hitting and scraping things. It's really impressive how well the game holds up even to this day, especially when it's being upscaled on an emulator, of course. Now this game has an absolute banger soundtrack. Now because of copyright, I can't actually really play any of it, unfortunately. It's largely rock music and some techno with artists like Bush, Rush, and Uncle Kracker. All of them fit that early 2000s high-octane action well. The audio of the races and police chatter is excellent ambiance in addition to the music and add to the immersion. It's weird though because when you're doing Hot Pursuit, only the instrumental versions of the songs play in the soundtrack. That's a really weird and random decision to make. Now obviously the main draw of the game is the police stuff. Nowadays that's nothing new, but it was very refreshing for the time. You can be a racer or a cop, and there's a ton of different cars including multiple different pursuit vehicles. The vehicles are customizable, you can choose the color, transmission type, and handling type. And every vehicle does handle differently to a noticeable degree. The thing that really impresses me is how many different cars are in this game, especially for being a 2002 game.
The 550 Barketta's V12 engine generates 485 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque and weighs only 3,700 pounds. This impressive combination gives it a top speed of over 185 miles an hour. The Ford SVT Mustang Cobra R. From America's first car maker comes this 32-valve 5.4-liter V8 monster. With an engine that delivers over 380 horsepower, it is 3,500 pounds of pure muscle and capable of hitting 100 miles an hour in just 12.9 seconds. A 20-valve V10 engine attached to a 6-speed overdrive transmission pushed these 3,000 pounds of American muscle from 0 to 100 miles an hour in less than 9.5 seconds. Lotus Elise. With a dry weight of under 1,600 pounds, a little horsepower goes a long way. 124 foot-pounds of torque translates into a top speed of 125 miles per hour.
You do have to unlock the cars by either winning events in different game modes or getting NFS points. And when you're driving a police car, you actually have to turn on your siren when you're a cop to target the racers. You can even call in roadblocks and helicopters. The only thing that lacks variety in the game is the tracks you race on. This is the one thing the game really misses on. You will drive on the same tracks a lot. However, the tracks themselves have a lot of diversity in them. There's Alpine, Mediterranean, Tropics, Parkland, and Desert. You have highways, off-road paths, and even tunnels that you might drive through. And there's a ton of shortcuts and jumps on each track that you can use, and the tracks feel really open, almost like they're encouraging you to take those shortcuts. And if you have the traffic enabled, they are definitely an added obstacle. The main game modes are World Racing and Hot Pursuit. They have their own sub-modes. You'll probably spend most of your time in either Championship or Ultimate Racer. There's races, duels, tournaments, knockout events, and time trials. There's several different types of events to compete in and earn NFS points. World Racing is just racing with no cops. And Hot Pursuit, as the name implies, is the events that have the cops in it, including the pursuit modes where you are the cop.
Busted!
You can even set up your own races as well. This is one of those racing games that has some serious rubber banding. If you're playing Hot Pursuit, the cops will always be up your asshole. There's no avoiding it. The cops are very aggressive and will send in several roadblocks, spikes, and helicopters during the races. They're so aggressive they'll even knock themselves out sometimes. Generally, it's not too much trouble to evade them, but they can definitely knock you out if you're not careful. It helps that you can see upcoming roadblocks on your minimap. Your best bet with the cops that are up your ass is just to get them to ram into something hard so they'll knock themselves out. They do target all the racers as well, which you can definitely use to your advantage. This game is generally pretty easy. You can tell it's largely made for kids, but the events do definitely get more challenging as you progress through them. The biggest challenge is always the cops because, again, they'll just always be tickling your taint. If you do get pulled over 3 times by the cops, you get arrested and lose. It's kind of silly that you get arrested and then just continue the race until you get 3 strikes, but whatever. When you're a cop, it's not very hard to stop the racers. I rarely use the roadblocks and helicopters because it's really not that hard. Oh, and the helicopters drop explosive barrels and shoot missiles. Missiles. Like, they're not trying to stop us, they're trying to kill us. The physics in this game are surprisingly good, and even today hold up very well. The cars feel very natural when you're driving and have a lot of weight to them. The only thing that doesn't feel natural is crashing. You kind of just skip off walls and guardrails, which is actually more fun than realistically crashing, but compared to the rest of the physics, it does feel a bit off. Again, it's a more arcadey feel, which I generally prefer because games are supposed to be fun. There's enough content here in Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 to keep you entertained for hours if you love racing games. And it's nice to play a game that's not infected by modernity. There's no pride flags, no black female protagonists. There's no Deborah Wilson in this game. What the fuck? You can't have a video game without Deborah Wilson. At least that's what modern games taught me. This is just a pure arcade-style driving game in its greatest form. There's no story, there's only different modes, and you just hop in and drive. It's beautiful. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good shit. It really does help the channel grow a ton. Comment down below letting me know what other types of videos that you want to see from me in the future, or just letting me know what you thought of the video. But as always guys, this has been your boy Drinker, and I'm out of here. Peace.
You win!